darn things are heavy. Hard to carry, too.
What you got in there, Wash?
Yeah.
Ain't you got no mom and daddy to tend to it?
I got a mama, but she's at work over at Hoochie's dollar store. And Daddy's dead. He got hit by a train.
How far you going with them sack full of Wash?
Half a mile, I think it is.
I can help you tote it, but I don't give out first.
Okay. But you don't have to.
All right, then.
My name's Frank Wheatley. What's your name?
Carl's my name.
What's your last name?
Childers?
What are all them books?
Oh, different ones. One of them's the Bible, one of them's a book on Christmas, one of them's on how to be a carpenter.
Why you carry them around with you?
Ain't got no place to set them down.
Don't you live somewhere?
Did live up there in the state hospital.
Why'd you live there?
I killed some folks quite a while back. They said I wasn't right in the head, so they put me there in a nervous hospital instead of putting me in jail.
They let you out?
Yeah.
How come?
They told me I was well. Had to turn me loose.
Well, are you well?
I reckon I feel all right.
This here is my house. You don't seem like you killed nobody. We can just set these bags on the porch.
All right, then.
You like to play football?
I never was no count at it. I never did get picked out for it.
Well, me and the Burnett twins and some boys play at the junior high school field all the time. If you want to play, you can come on over, because we ain't no good either. Well, I'll see you later.
All right, then.
Reckon they had me in the state hospital up there for a while. They just turned me loose, said I was well. I reckon. Let's go. Hello, everyone. I'm Lorenzo. This is my comic son, Marcus, also known as Circumstances. And we are here every week to talk about comics and just enjoy this medium that we have here and celebrate the Christmas that comes every week, which is Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. And is brought to you every week by the Alternative City Shop. I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you'll find pins and magnets that are called CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique.
Get you a shirt, Joe.
That's right. What's going on, son? How are you?
I'm doing well. Let's get to the chat. Then I want to talk about our pre-stream conversation. I want to see what the chat thinks about it. But before we do that,
but first, I want to mention too that we don't have a guest tonight, but we will be having a guest in 2 days, which is Friday, and their guest will be Shobo Coker, who is the writer, or one of the writers of Bronze Faces. And you can watch that stream, which will be 9 a.m. bright and early on my end, on the Pacific West Coast. And it'll be, noon Eastern time, and of course, God's time, or Central time, as is also known by the rest of the world.
I've trained you so well. Wow. I'm so proud.
Yes. So, there you go. So, we'll get to that. So, as you were, what was the deal here?
All right. First in the stream, we have me, wonderful
Not you.
me, who said, I like the stream, guys. So if
Oh,
you have not liked the stream, be cool like me and like the stream. And John Stout is here. He liked it better than I did, and I believe
yeah,
him. And
I
I
believe
appreciate it.
so.
Shout out to the homie Fatty Boom Batty. The PNW is well represented tonight. Thanks for coming through. We've got TN Comedy in the house, Thomas Nickel Comedy. Thanks for hanging out last night in the FOC and Chill stream. I appreciate you coming through.
Thanks for keeping it in mind, Thomas.
I don't know about that.
Keep
The
an eye
lovely
on
Miss Janet is here, and she liked the stream with both accounts. So she is
right.
full supporter in full support mode, and I think we're going to be all right as a result of that. Good to see you, Janet. Thanks for coming through. We have my flavored whiskey brother, 80s guy, who is in here with his jokes.
Oh God, he's never gonna let it go. But he was a prophet on that whole prediction, though. I had to give him that.
I just want to say, from the bottom of my heart, 80s guy, fuck you. All right. We also got Hooked on Juno in the house. What up, Juno? Thanks for coming through. Good to see you, my man. End of Zed is here. Eddie, the homie, friend of the show. Thank you, Eddie, for coming through. We appreciate you as always. We got Jose with the what up?
Jose.
What up? He's still in my line. How dare he?
Mm-hmm.
I'm the one who says it 3 times. How dare you?
Copyrighted.
Thanks for coming through, Jose. Good to see you, my man. We've got Larry Love in the house, also known as...
It's Larry Love in the house. Well, let me get my shit together and get the Quiet Storm on the air.
We've also got the homie D'Artagnan Biggs is in the house, one of our regulars. Good to see you. And that is it. We got 80s guy talking about football again, but football's for losers, okay? So, I don't know why you're talking about football.
Always for closers,
Only losers talk about football unless
the lovely Janice put the thing in there. Oh, bless your heart. Any creator review.
But I was telling Lorenzo before we came on live that last night's FOC and Chill episode was my first monetized FOC and Chill. Super excited about that.
The first.
And, I turned on super chats and I got about $100 in super chats, which was crazy and awesome. It's really cool. It's really cool to look at my video and see estimated earned revenue on there. Like that's a new experience in my YouTube career. But I was asking Lorenzo, how come I can't do a super chat on his channel? And apparently he's not even signed up for the partner program. And so I was curious, question for the chat, 2 questions really. Number 1, if you had the ability to do super chats every now and again on a Wednesday night show, would you be interested in supporting Lorenzo in that manner? And number 2, if Lorenzo were to open up a membership for his channel, maybe offer some exclusive reviews for the members, would that be something that you're interested in? I think that you've probably been eligible for the YouTube partner program for a long time now. It's incredible to me that you never signed up for it. I don't understand.
I don't know, man. I just feel like I would be beholden to them for some reason. Would demonetize me. I get, like I probably get that whole opening for Sling Blade taken out, and I have to cut that out at some point. Maybe they take some money from it for that. I don't know. I have no answer.
I don't think that's a problem. No.
Okay.
There's lots of monetized channels that use clips like that, so I don't think that'll get you. But I think it's worth it, man, to go ahead, sign up for that thing. At least enable super chats. Look, Juno's in here. He said, "Shut up and take my money." See, he's with it.
Well, thank you so much, Juno. I appreciate you.
Chris has been trolling me for a week now.
Dude, that's what he does.
He's here to troll you as well.
Oh, God. You know what that means.
It'll take time to restore chaos.
Yeah, so...
He's waiting to report Lorenzo as soon as he monetizes.
I'm sure, because he lives for the troll. Only person that lives more for trolling than you.
TN Comedies talks about get some merch. And that's another thing. And I haven't quite figured it out, but that's another thing that I would like to do is you can actually integrate your shop into YouTube. so people can come to your profile and see your shop.
Okay.
See your products that way as well. Which if I get a chance to enable that on my channel, I might work on making some channel specific merchandise. A little see and chill.
Which is probably a good idea. I'm just so I don't know. I just have not. I don't know. I've got no excuse. I've got no excuse other than that's been dragging my feet, and something else always comes up that I forget about it. I should make a list of to-do things that are more important than others and stick to that list. Oh yeah, I meant to do that thing, but I totally forget all about it when something else comes up. So.
Yeah, Janet, you're right. YouTube takes 30%, so they're going to get their cut.
Oh, the pimp must have his cut. He must always have his cut. So I guess 30% is better than, 70% is better than nothing, I guess, huh? But still.
We got James Phelps sneaking into the stream as well. What up, James? Thanks for coming through. And thank you for checking out FOC and Chill last night. My monologue is getting some cool feedback. People have messaged me this morning on Instagram. I've gotten a few comments. I actually cut out the monologue last night and made it its own video.
I watched that.
If you're not trying to sit through the whole stream, you might watch the monologue. Thanks for watching that. Any thoughts on it? I've been quite pleased with the response to it.
Yeah, I was quite impressed with the way you kept your composure and talk.
No yelling, no fucking, no F words this time, huh?
Yeah, you're not raising your blood pressure, nothing to get to you. So it was very much of a high road.
That was a calculated thing I did there. That video where I'm yelling and cussing people out, that is what put me over on monetization. So no regrets whatsoever here. The people love to see a little life, We got Mike's Total Dragon channel in here. What's up, Mike?
The truth, Mike. Damn.
We got Space Case Collectibles sneaking in. What up, Space Case? Good to see you, man.
Yo.
We've got Brian LCS, the man, the myth, the legend, behind the Comic Book Community Awards. He also has his Kickstarter going right now, the Doctor Issue 2.
Oh, is that right?
If you're not plugged in on that, guys, definitely get plugged in. I'll link that.
I forgot the number one. And there's my guy, another one of my guys, I should say. Damien, how are you, sir? Good evening.
What up, Damien? Good to see you, my man. Always good to see Damien in the house.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, man, I thought you did quite well, and I didn't see what happened on Legion of Comics stream, but you pretty much summarized it, and so good for you for for keeping your cool and just not taking the bait from the troll. Good for you.
I got the Doctor 2 Kickstarter in the chat, guys. Plug in on that. You've got 19 days to back that bad boy, so
already
get plugged in on that as well. Darth Lopez says, good PR team, Marcus. Good speechwriters. I don't know why he's doing this. I wrote that myself off the top of, I didn't even write it. Actually, it came off the top of my head. But Darth is, he says he's my PR team. So I guess we'll let that go.
Yeah, sure. So you're paying him well to say that, yes. And N of Z says, but composure is the ruler of instability. Wow. I did not know that. Thank you. Okay. I'm the most unstable person you might run into then. So yeah.
Yes. It's unnecessary,
too. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's good to have drama sometimes. Is it though, really? I don't know. It's not good to have drama ever. If you like drama. But
to each their own, right? Some people hate drama, some people like it. And I'm one of the people that likes drama. I think it's interesting. I think human interactions and how people do that, I just find that interesting. But the drama as of late has escalated to an ugly level, and it's not fun drama at all, where people are getting their jobs called and, things are getting a little out of hand now. So that's why I brought a little composure to it rather than playing it up. I did try and be sober because, as I said, it's escalated into an ugly point, and I don't want to be someone feeding the fire. So I was real careful about that.
Yeah. Oh, well, good. I think Mo from the Three Stooges. Mo was a great statesman. He said some great things like "spread out." One of my favorite statements of his. I'm surrounded by idiots. One
you
of my
seen
most favorite things by him. Hmm?
Have you seen Captain America 4? I'm assuming you haven't.
Oh, you talking to? I don't go see movies until at least the second or third week, if at all. If I did see your short that you put out about it, and I got your opinion.
100, the reel, you mean on Instagram? 100,000
The
views.
Reel, okay, that's what it's called. Yeah, The Reel.
And yeah, that's the most. I've gotten 6.3 million views on a reel before, but I've never gotten so many views on a reel that I was personally in. So
how many again? How many
over
thousand?
100,000 views on that reel of me
Dude,
and my friends.
gets 100,000. Look at this shit. You're a fucking superstar.
I wouldn't say routinely, but this one went ham. As I talked about in my monologue, the comments on this one went crazy. It was very much a part of the culture war. People telling me I'm racist because I didn't like the movie. People telling me the favorite comment I've gotten. I just deleted another one where like these guys probably hated the halftime show type. Like people are mad that we didn't like this movie for some reason. I don't know.
Because
it was a bad movie though. It was objectively bad.
It wasn't. It was okay, So I don't want to make a judgment on it. I mean, you're completely entitled to your opinion.
Yeah,
for sure. I don't want to make a judgment on it until I get to see it, probably on Disney Plus. But I don't want to make a judgment on it until I see it. So I can't see how people would want to jump on you because of that. You're not supporting a brother. That's why That's why you're racist.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Racist.
I get it. We're trying to protect the Black Captain America, and I get that. But it's not Anthony Mackie's fault. It's the writer's fault. It's terribly written movie.
It was like you're just wearing the suit.
Thank you, Bill, for that.
And one last point about Mo. Fun fact: Stan Lee once bought Mo's house when he moved to California. But you didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Right,
yeah, 100K without shaking my boobs. It's pretty impressive, right, Damien? I will shake my boobs, though.
I bet you will.
I have shaken my boobs, in fact.
You'll shake whatever you need to make 100K. If you $100,000, that is. Even 100,000 views, who knows?
I refuse to see it because of a certain quote unquote hero. I don't get that comment. I don't know what that's about.
There's a certain hero, not a zero. I don't know. Maybe you can elaborate, please.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not reading into that one.
Yeah. Well, I would have one question. Did they mention, or was Isaiah Bradley in the movie?
Yeah, he's an important part of the movie.
Okay. All right. So I want to know. All right. So they somehow, managed to even make that not an important thing. Okay. Gotcha. And I heard some people say, oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that was my main criticism of the movie is that there was, as we all heard, there was multiple rewrites of this movie. And if you watch it, you can tell that they slammed together about 3 different rewrites into one movie. And so they're all over the place all throughout the movie. And it just sets it to where you can't really settle down and care about anything or anyone. It doesn't set an emotional tone in any way, shape, or form. So I thought it was pretty bad.
Yeah, that's a shame. And then I heard that also the Red Hulk was in there for like under 4 minutes with screen time.
Harrison Ford was pretty bad.
Oh God, Harrison Ford was good night nurse. And now there's Phil saying he has this extra photo over his coffee.
You're the meaning in my life.
You're the
inspiration.
Oh my God, that's Chicago. I want to say, yeah.
Yes, it was.
Oh, wow.
When you love somebody.
The Peter Cetera era of Chicago. If you want to get deep into that, and I'm sure most of you don't. Okay. And what's this Eddie saying here? You must be doing something right, Marcus, if you got people reacting, whether it's positive or negative. No one would give a bleep what I think of any movie. Oh, not true, Eddie. I want to hear what you think of your movies.
It's crazy, though, Eddie. Like, when I posted that reel, I had no idea it was going to do what it did. I had no idea it was going to go to 100,000 views like that. But I talked to people have DM'd me, and I talked to some friends about it. And I think what people enjoyed about it is that it was a genuine, authentic video. it was just some guys coming out of a theater giving their honest opinion about a movie, and 4 guys who had fun, enjoyed each other's company. And I think that really comes through in the video, and I think that's why it's 4 guys, genuine, having fun. I think that was the formula that made it do well. I don't know, but hopefully I can replicate it again in the future.
There's always the stuff that you don't, you just kind of like make on the spur of the moment and don't have much hopes for, that just blows up. You have no, you put like a ton of effort into something, and this, and it's just nothing. Some you throw together, bam, viral. This takes off.
The more, and it's true, the more effort I put in, the least the worse
is that. The lesson here is just go off the cuff and say anything.
Yeah, I think that's very true.
His TNs is just going to like impersonate you.
Hey, get in where you fit in, brother. I ain't mad at you. People have been using my likeness all month, so keep
why
it going.
Not? Yes, you heard it here, folks. You got the right to rip this guy's identity off if you want.
Whoa, let's not go that far.
Okay. I'm taking a little bit too far. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong.
Did you get your books this week?
Yes and no. They're coming in late again, and my poor comic shop owner who was working solo they literally came in, today, and he just working by himself, could not get them on the shelf and in the files and all that shit. So I got some of last week's books. And I think, well, no, I got literally 3 books, and one of them is like a coverless old one that you found laying in the corner somewhere. I don't even know what actually book this is, but it's an old book, and I'll show it to you. But yeah, I got like 3 books. I got some stuff that came in from my comic shop that is pretty awesome. I got some things. I got lots of things that came in. So I'm not hurting for books at all. So next week I'll see whatever came in. I know did you make it to the shop, or you gonna wait till Friday?
No, we're gonna go Friday. I thought I was gonna make it, but I got in a meeting, and so we'll just have to go Friday.
Very cool. Very cool. Hey, Sorge, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah.
Forge.
Yes, let's Sorge forth. Okay, like I said, no guest this today. Will be a guest on Friday. But so you're stuck with just us. But I got some stuff I can show you if you care. Oh, awesome!
You did get some books this week, right?
Yes, Thomas got bronze faces too. That's amazing. Like an hour ago. That's very cool. Yeah. I haven't been able to find it in my storage yet. I ordered a copy online. Luckily, I got that one. And Showa sent me a copy of PDF copy. So that's a good book, and I like it. And we'll be talking about that a little bit more today, and also, of course, on Friday. All right. So what did I get? You may ask. I got first thing I was telling you about is this thing. I think it's literally falling apart in my hands. So this is just like the second page, the last page of it. I think Frank found it in the corner of the store, and he just put up a bunch of these coverless books, and it looks like Spider-Man 1, a coverless copy of Spider-Man 1, right? I think this is probably one of those Marvel superheroes because it's a thick 25 center, Seen Better Days, and the indica, which normally would be at the bottom of the page, is probably on the now vacant cover that is long gone. But it actually has other books on the inside. I think it has a Hulk story. Yep, Hulk story in the middle here. And I paid like $2 for it, but it's literally falling apart in my hands. It's not even worth bagging up. It's just something I can just look at and enjoy, because it's like, oh, this the way comic books were meant to be read and played with. So I think it's like one of those maybe fancy masterpieces, or one of those other compilation reprint books that they had. It's just got that nice newsprint smell, and I just wanted to have something that I can just not worry about taking care of, that's old, and basically just didn't have any other books to pick up, so I just picked this one up because I just felt like I should buy something. World Tree number 13. I got to read 12 first. Is it still good? Man, it hasn't lost a step. I don't know if it's going to be ending soon, but last time I read like an issue number 11, it was amazing still. And the last one I got from the shop was Power Fantasy number 6, which I'm all caught up on. starting a new arc. This is the arc where the Magus, which is we'll see what this guy's going to do. One of the extinction level superheroes in this world here. They don't even call them superheroes. They call them just these. I forget what the exact term is, but it's a very high-minded superhero book that doesn't use the word superheroes. And it's written by Kieran Gillen and drawn by Casper Weingart. Need to be checking this out if you like something that's a little bit different than your typical cape book. Nothing wrong with cape books, but sometimes you like a little change. That's all I got. That's all I got. I didn't go to the other shop. They may have had more stuff. They got more of a staff there to put stuff out. I didn't feel like driving all over town today because I didn't feel like it. But from from my comic shop, mycomicshop.com, that is. First thing I got is this thing by Roy Thomas. I know, Damon, you into Roy Thomas a lot. He's one of the boy wonders of Marvel back in the day, editors that they had. Yep, man. Jose, you got good taste, my friend. This is Alter Ego, number 5 from 2000. Not that old, but this is like a fanzine that Roy Thomas used to edit. I don't know if he still does it or not. I think it's probably out of print or he doesn't do it anymore. And it's like a flip book too. It's like the other side is like upside down, but it doesn't have a flip book cover. He just goes deep into the whole minutia of comic collecting. And Roy Thomas, one of the favorite editors, at least by many collectors from Marvel Comics. And I didn't even know that he had this fanzine. So it's my first time seeing it, like $5. So thick, like golden age size catalog size book too for like $5. And also Space Ghost. I've been behind on Space Ghost because I have not been able to read it because I missed number 3 somehow. So I got Space Ghost number 3 finally. This is like one of the Virgin covers. I think it's a Frank Cho cover, black and white. Thanks God, Diamond makes Dynamite makes so many covers, and there's bound to be one that you like. You pick one out, and this is one that I like, so I can finally get caught up on Space Ghost now, which I hear is pretty good. Space Ghost. Yep. Space Ghost, Flash Gordon, and Dick Tracy. Man, those are different publishers, but still from a different era. These books are coming back, and man, I'm here for it. Got a lot of good deals on What's the Furthest Place from Here, one of our favorite books of the what's the first series catalog.
Underrated book. There should be so much more buzz for this book.
Yeah.
It confuses me that there's not more buzz for this book. How do great books like this go under the radar? I don't understand. Everybody should love this book. I don't get it.
I don't know why. I think because a lot of people haven't read it, don't know it exists. Like Image, they don't have a big
marketing
promotional book on your own. Yeah. So, if you don't hear about it, then how are you going to hear about it? This is
very optionable.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Right now is the time. I'm gobbling up number 1s whenever I can find them. This is a Scotty Young variant of the number 1. I think like 250 or something like that. I've bought a couple of this particular Scotty because Scotty Young is hot right now, and nobody even. Well, he's still got books that are not as high as he maybe once was, but he's commanding. He has his own web store and shit, so he's hot enough.
He shifted. He shifted into exclusives. Yeah,
he's not Mark Spears hot right now, but Mark Spears ain't gonna be hot forever. So
we'll see.
Could be. Yes, I missed you guys' show this week too. I'm sure there's a Mark Spears book on there.
You damn right there was. Yeah,
of course. So yeah, I got a couple of the Scotty Young covers of What's the Furthest Place from Here, which I was glad to pick up for like less than $3.
Yeah, you've inspired me to actually go out and look for some more of those books. I think it's worth specking a little bit on that one.
Yes, I think it is too. Is that Wellbore? How you doing, Wellbore? And seeing you in a little bit of a minute.
What up, Wellbore?
And another one here. This is Martin Simmons, who does the covers for
Department of Truth artist.
Yeah, Department of Truth. with his very unusual style. I got a 1 in 25 by him. Guess what I paid for this? Guess what I paid for this? $4.
Dang, $4. For a 1 in 25, is it near mint?
Is it? It's they call it a 9.2. It's probably a 9.6. At least that's what they are. They always undergrade on my comic shop. And that's not only that, and not only that, I haven't got it in the mail yet, but I recently saw a number 1 with the Brian Michael Bendis cover, graded CGC 9.8. That's how much I paid for that one.
$50.
$16.
What the fuck?
$16 for a 9.8.
16 for a 9.8 slab. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Like, dude, you could not get anyone to grade your book for $16.
Yeah, it costs more than that to get it graded. Yeah,
I know, by anybody. And not to mention get it shipped. Not to mention the book. The book itself costs money. So so the whole thing to be wrapped up and given to me for $16, I couldn't turn it down.
We also got Comic Journey sneaking in.
CJ, yes, sir. A good pickup when you see one.
And that leads us into another Kickstarter chat guy or Kickstarter link, guys. Now we have far less time on this one. There's only 16 hours left to go on Comic Journey's The Shift project. It's a super cool concept. You know how normally we get variant covers?
Yeah.
But for this book, we're getting variant interior art. So the author, Brandon, has written a story, and 4 different artists are going to give their own rendition of the same story. So it's like a variant cover, but it's variant stories instead.
And it's called.
We're down to. It's the Shift Project is what it's called.
Shift. Okay.
And, they are funded. They've gotten over their goal, which is awesome, but they're pushing towards stretch goals. And there's 16 hours left on that one, guys. So if you are interested in that at all, definitely click on that link and get on over there and support that one before it's too late.
Yeah, that's a pretty clever idea. I like that. Man, I never even fucking thought of that.
Yeah, we never got them on this show, which I was surprised by.
Really purpose. All right. Well, that's yes. Well, hopefully we'll hear some.
Yeah, no respect for the Indie Comics and Review show, CJ. What the fuck?
Here's some of your comments. Hey. All right. Well, good luck, CJ. I appreciate that's we appreciate you, and that's a great idea. And we can't wait to hear more of your comedy. Hey, looks like Mike. Is this my man, Mike D. Bradley? How are you, sir? I think I'm pronouncing that right.
Thanks for coming through, homie. Good to see you.
What's happening? Good to see you. And speaking of Mark Spears, got a Mark Spears Monsters number 3. This one I didn't get such a good deal on, but hey, some Marks. I paid close to ratio. I think I made $20 or something like that for a 1 in 25 for this. Because the ratio ones you can't really get that good of a deal on. I pre-ordered a lot of the other ones that just were cover price, but this one is probably the most I've ever paid for a Mark Spears book. But it's a 1 in 25 of number 3, and it's pretty awesome. So didn't mind it.
I'm only here for comedic purposes. I see what you did there.
I'm only here for the beer.
I see what you did there, CJ. I like that. We got 90 miles from Comics in the House sneaking in with the Hold Me Now. I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Damn, I nailed that.
Thank you, Michael McDonald.
Was that a little Michael McDonald-y?
Oh, minute. Yeah, a little bit.
See, forget not love anymore.
Yeah, we love you too, man. We love you. Yes.
All fun and games, CJ. All fun and games, brother.
It's all fun till someone's eye gets
Willie, what the fuck?
What's Willie talking about here? Oh, wait a minute.
Willie coming in hot. What's up, Willie?
Oh, man.
Don't do it, man. Not with that money.
Racist.
Damn it. Words out on
No. You got requests coming in. What a fool believes. I can't get that high note though.
Wise man has the power.
There you go, man. Sing that song.
I had a friend who told me once that she thought he was saying white man has the power.
Of course.
Until someone corrected her. It's like, no, not white man. It's wise man. White man has the power. Can you imagine her singing that? I wish I could have. I would have died.
There's so many lyrics that you think are saying something until you find out the actual. Oh, that's not what I thought at all. You know, like Jimi Hendrix. You know, excuse me while I kiss this fly or something like that. I don't know. It's just
excuse me while I kiss your mom.
hey. Yes, another thing I picked up from my comic shop is what is this number? Number 11B of SIKTC. I think I got 2 copies of it for like $3 a piece, or you know, it's like they're giving this thing away, man. It's like I don't have this issue. Another one was number 10, about the same price. You know
what the key is? That
what
key that is?
This is Aaron's death.
Aaron Slaughter's death.
Yes, I got it right. Yes, so this could be a key here. It is a key.
Hit me with your sweat sock.
There you go.
Come on and hit me with your sweat socks. We got Mojo 88 in the house. What up, Mojo? Apparently, Mojo doesn't like my singing. How dare you, sir?
What other songs out there have the lyrics that you thought were one thing and turned out to be something completely different? I know there's a lot of people got stuff out there that that song like, oh, I had no idea that's what they were saying. You know, like for instance, Inagata Davida. That's an example of a song that I guess became the wrong lyrics because I don't know, maybe Iron Butterfly or maybe their publicist or something thought that they were saying Inagata Davida because they kind of slurred their speech. It was actually saying in the Garden of Eden. But it ends up being like, Inagata Davida, baby.
No shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was never Inagata Davida. It was like, what the fuck does Inagata Davida mean anyway? But it's in the Garden of Eden. So yeah.
80s guy mentioned studio.
Oh,
and I was thinking Phil Collins had a run, didn't he? Man, he had a run.
It was during the Miami Vice era, Phil Collins was God. He was just he was just coming out with
a hell of a run.
I do live near Portland, Willie. I'm 100 miles.
I can see. That one's funny, Space Case. I can see clearly now. Lorraine is gone. Come back, Lorraine.
Oh God. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. I can see that for sure. Blinded by the light.
Wait, that's not the lyric. Isn't that what it goes?
Like, wrapped up like a deuce, another roller in the night. Roller?
Is it not blinded by the light? Is it something else? Have I been living a lie?
Blinded by the light, but it's probably the other stuff that follows it, I think. Like they're wrapped up like a deuce or a douche, another roamer in the night or something like that, whatever that is. Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, that was the era with Collins, Richie, and Whitney. Oh, Richie was my
revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. I never knew that actually.
Does that even mean? I don't
revved up like a deuce, another runner in the night. Now we all know.
Oh God, yeah.
Revved up like a douche.
Wound down with Genesis. Yeah, he did come from Genesis. One of the first bands I ever saw was Genesis many years ago, back when all those guys were with the same I'm free balling. No, it's free falling. Yeah.
Free balling. Now I'm free balling. Now I'm free.
Oh yeah. So many. Phil's the boss. Wait, you mean to tell me that he's the boss and not Bruce Springsteen? What? I thought Bruce Springsteen was the boss all this time. Come on, man. Yes. Or someone
Bruce Springsteen was one of those things I never got.
I knew some guy who was that said Bruce Springsteen's the boss and I quit. But I actually like some of his songs, like Rosalita. That's one of my favorite Bruce Springsteen songs.
There's not a lot of Bruce Springsteen. in my life, honestly. Honest.
Ooh, I'm on fire. Yes. Oh, wow. So what's this? What do you got here? The creator of Robot Todd and the creators of Solstice will be at Floating World on March 12th. Huh.
Oh, shit.
It's not that far away.
You love you some Santos sensors. I know that.
I do indeed. I do indeed. That's good to know. Thank you, brother, for letting me know. I did not know. These know more about stuff out my way than I do. That's crazy. Oh, I want to.
Is it crazy? Is it crazy though?
Is it crazy? No. Yeah, you're right. I don't get out much, being an elderly shut-in, so that's pretty much. Oh, you guys get out way more than I do. I have to wait until they show the movies on my TV in the common room in my nursing home. So, yeah, find about it right. Yeah. Wrapped up like a douche.
You know what? You know what? One of the biggest problems in nursing homes are
dying.
No.
Other than that, no. What?
STDs.
Yes, I've heard that.
Can't wait. I can't wait, guys.
Oh God Almighty! Even then,
I can't wait, dude. I'm gonna be a slut.
Even then,
I'm gonna be a dirty STD-filled slut in that nursing home.
Oh God! Oh my goodness!
No, I'm kidding. My wife. I'm definitely gonna die before my wife, but my wife. Exactly, Phil. Who cares about STDs when you're in your 70s? Like, who gives a fuck?
I'm dying anyway. What the hell, you know?
What's a little chlamydia at 75, huh?
Between friends, let's say. The Lloydson. Oh, the Lloydson. Is that the place where we were? I've got. See, I remember where we were when we were at the. When I was there. Is that where we were, John? I don't remember. I was like, where are we?
Oh, Sonny.
Maybe another drink, Sonny. Okay. I don't know. Bedpans. Yeah, that was his answer. Yeah, that might be an answer. That might be a problem, I should say. Oh my God. Oh man, that's hilarious. Where was I? I forget. It's like KTC's. Oh yeah, the Book of Cutter, which I just talked about last week, and what's good. I picked up that too. This is the 1 in 25. $7. $7 for the 1 in 25 from it's like from mycomicshop.com. So it's some really good deals. Last thing, something I've been thinking about getting for a long time. I've been looking for it ever since, not looking for it, but had an eye out for it. You know, it's like a key that I wanted to pick up just because I can't get the first, I could get the first appearance, but it'd be a lot of money. So the next best thing, so it's like when I picked up the Wolverine series, the Frank Miller series, rather than the Hulk 181, I got the Moon Knight first ongoing series. This is with, I want to say Sienkiewicz, depends on how he pronounces himself. And this one was, I think, $25. And they really? Call it, yeah, they call it a 7.0, but it's only got like a couple, like maybe 2 color breaks right there, 4 sharp corners, nice back and everything. And I was looking for this at the show in Puyallup, out our way in the Washington State SummerCon, and I saw one guy that had a book not even as good as this on his wall, $150. Like, it was gonna be that kind of a day, huh? No, man.
Yeah, I mean, that feels like a good price for that book. Yeah.
Well, maybe in a 9 something graded. It'd be.
I'm talking about your price. Yeah, your price.
Oh yeah, for 25. Oh, for sure. That's what I was willing to pay. Like, yeah, I can get it for like 25, $30. I'll get it. And I saw this guy like, I know these guys got to make their, they got to make their table fees back and all that. It's hard doing shows now, man, when you're setting up there. So you got to pass that cost on to somebody, and that would be the consumer. Oh, that's why, you don't get as many deals at shows as you used to. That's my theory.
The breaks.
Break it up, break down.
Got to read that for Friday.
This is the clutch. Oh yeah, show that again. That's that's Shobo's book that he co-wrote with his brother, Bronze Faces.
I will have that read by Friday, so I'll be ready to rock and roll.
All right, to rock and or roll. He also, they also wrote, I should say, New Masters, which came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, I remember that book.
Mm-hmm. And there's something else that I totally forgot because I thought it was more for kids, but maybe it was more kid friendly, but it's still like had an adult kind of a slant as Buckhead. So I think he may have written that one solo. I could be wrong, but he's a writer on Buckhead also, which and so much you find out, oh yeah, I read that book. I got that book. Go back and check it out. All right, so that's all I got. That's all I picked up. Anything for what's good for you or?
Oh, I suck. Nothing for me.
Oh, you had to go that far.
Terrible. I'm a terrible YouTuber. What can I say?
You're not terrible. You're getting $100.
Hey,
terrible YouTuber.
I'm telling you, when I look at the stream and I see earned revenue on there and there's money there, it's like, what the hell, dude? That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. See, I need to pay more attention to the financial aspect. I'm doing this all for the love of the game. It's like I'm some
I mean, with StreamYard, StreamYard's not free. There's certain costs to this thing.
Only $10 though, for me. I got grandfathered in the $10 somehow. Don't tell nobody. But yeah, I'm not paying that much for StreamYard at all. I don't know about the rest of y'all out there.
I'm playing 30.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, I got lucky. I must have gotten a senior discount. All right, so what's good is going to be coming right up, and here it is right now. Hello, welcome to What's Good.
Hello, governor.
That's right. My best Cockney accent I can muster. All right. So first thing on What's Good is going to be our guest, one of our guests for this Friday live stream, which is Shobo Puffer and his brother Shof, who wrote Bronze Faces, which is on what is it? It's on Boom Studio. I almost said my Mad Cave. On Boom Studios. Don't get it twisted. And this is it was like one of our penultimate books a few weeks ago. It's written by Shobo and Shof, illustrated by Alexander Tefenge. Tefenge, I think is the correct pronunciation. I hope. Please forgive me if it's not.
Easy for you to say.
Not at all. Colored by Lee Luffridge and lettered by Hassan Aswami Allahu, one of the hardest working men in the lettering business.
That's a letter on the Deviant. Great letter.
Yes, I know. It's prolific. So Bronze Faces is about, it opens in Soho, London, right after an exhibition. There's been this exhibition of this famous Nigerian artist's work. And they've been, it was a big to-do and everything. And the museum has decided to, I guess, appropriate all this art and keep it safe, I guess. We gonna hold this art for you. Don't you worry about it none. We're just gonna hang on to it. The artist's son has been invited, and also has his two childhood friends that he grew up with. And there's some more dynamics between them that I'll go into later. But it opens with them actually breaking into the museum. I guess, they're not experienced cat burglars or anything. There's like three friends. One of them is an architect, and the others are just ordinary, average folks. And they're breaking in to steal these masks back from Timmy, who's the artist's son, and just take them back home. And it opens with that case, and then it starts to unfold the story of how Timmy and his two companions grew up back in Nigeria, in Benin City. And I think the other two kids were the two female were, they're not related, but they were considered family. Sometimes just I don't know the background of whether the other two girls, maybe they were, one of them was a distant cousin. I have to find out more. I can get it out of Shobo when I see him. And the other one is I think maybe a cousin, but one of them is definitely not related, but they all grew up together, like they were family. They were considered more or less family. So that they're at the exhibition before the night of the break-in, and there's, I guess, after cocktails, they decided, you know what? Let's just break it and steal that shit back. Let's just go take it and just to bring it back home where it belongs. One of the girls is quite a successful architect. She's kind of flighty. Um, Her name is it's not Rose. Rose is the good girl. She's the one that she's obedient to the father, and she's a really good friend. And she kind of gets pushed aside by the other two. Shango, Sango, excuse me. Sango is the girl who's the architect, and it's all her idea to break in and steal this stuff. So she's always been kind of out of control. And they showed like back in her youth, she was kind of she was demanding, and she would push the others around, and a lot of people didn't like her. There was a lot of personal dynamics that goes on between this trio of young people, and I'm anxious to see what else is there, as far as their relationship goes, because there's a romantic relationship between Timmy and Sango, and they still kind of treat each other like, Sango says, "Well, we're family." Speaking to Rose, like she's not family, but y'all all grew up together, and yet you're, banging Timmy. So I'm gonna, what kind of a dynamic is going on with that? So it's like a lot going on there with this relationship. And then after they steal this Timmy's father's art back, they decide, well, why don't we just keep it going? Why don't we just take all the art back, back to the homeland, rather than just let these colonizers hang on to our art and all that shit, So that's where the story leaves off, and what more possibilities are just fruitful if you stick around and see what's going to happen with it. So yeah, I want to ask him more about this book, and also about I want to dig up the land of the new masters. I should say the new masters book. I remember liking that book a lot too. I want to reread that, and hope you'll be able to talk a little bit more about that. So yeah, Bronze Faces on Boom Studios. Definitely check it out. It's going to be good, and definitely tune in for our interview this Friday, which if I didn't mention it before, I'm going to mention it now. It will be Friday at 12 o'clock Eastern time, and it will be 9 a.m. bright, if not early, or early if not bright, my time on the Pacific Coast here. So check it out if you're not doing anything. If not, it'll be recorded for posterity, and you can check it out then. All right.
So we are doing that. We're doing that live.
We're doing it live. We're gonna do it live.
Doing it live. All right.
I was gonna record it at first, but like, let's bring the community, and they might want to ask questions. So
yeah,
it'd be a total wasted opportunity to not give them a chance to at least people have a chance. You want to talk to a creator live? Here's your opportunity right here. Right here. All right. So because he's like he's in the Czech Republic, so that's why we do it at this hour. Right now, I think it's like 3 a.m. his time. So yeah, that's kind of asking a lot for some folks to come on. What? It's comic shopping. Well, ask them why not, Mojo. But y'all just, your comic slop is remiss. Comic shop is remiss, and it's slop.
Same thing.
I know, right? I know, John. It's kind of early for us. I'm normally not up that time of day, just so you know.
I am always up. I get up at 5 a.m. every day.
You have children. Of course you're up at 5 a.m. I'm surprised you ever sleep. All right. Second book is from last week also, The Hive. I didn't have a lot of expectation for this, but first let me get the propers. The Hive is from Image Comics, and it is written by A.J. Lieberman, and Mike Henderson is the artist on here, and colors and letters are by Naki Azapiazu. The Hive, I was going to make this. It was close to being a penultimate book because it just seemed like it was cool with the bees and the gun and everything, but it had like almost zero description of what it was about. It literally just said like, gun, sex, violence, the Hive, buy it, something like that, more or less. I'm paraphrasing, but it was like the most tiniest description, like it was thrown together like at the deadline of release. But upon looking at it, I was like, oh, okay. I had zero expectations for it. It's only a $3.99 book, so it was minimal investment. And it's a kind of a heist gangster story, told partly in flashback, and it's got this ongoing theme of the gang being bees and the leader being the queen, and that's all the parallels to the bees and the hive and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give it another chance, Ross. I mean,
What up, Ross?
what up? What up, though? And Frankenstein, Franken, Frankenstein. Okay. Oh, Frank. Oh, I guess that's the show. I got you. Okay. Um, to me, I don't. I mean, I guess because I had such low expectations, I was. Oh, this is not bad. I thought it'd be total trash, but it's not total trash. I'll give it that. So yeah, I see your point. About the promise and everything. But there was some things in it, like being told from she's like executing some people in the beginning, and then it's a very clever way, and just I guess the layout that kind of just this whole negative space at the bottom right there. It's like a whole lot of negative space, but it works. I mean, like, okay, well, maybe I'm just setting the bar pretty low for him. And there's the scene where this guy is having sex, and he just like stops in the middle of his activities, and just gets up to save a bee. Like, what's that about? I mean, that was pretty, that was pretty interesting. Uh, it's just little things like the name of the storage unit over there is go store yourself. Just little shit. It was like, okay, well, that's fairly clever. And the art style is good. I like it. I like the queen. The queen is a brutal ruler of her hive, if you will. And at the end, there's a kind of a cliffhanger. So yeah, I'm going to give the Hive another shot. The Hive, even though not really a great book, I think could be good. I mean, I like heist books, and I like gangster books. Like mugshots and those type of things. So I will definitely be checking out Hive number 2. One of the ugliest of the best. Like I'm not one to talk about bad looking covers. I've not spent a lot of time on my cover of the books that I've published either. It looks like they were kind of like up against it and like, oh fuck, let's go with this one. Just go with this cover right here. And the incentive 1 in 20 or 1 in 15, not much better. In fact, it's probably worse than this one. So not a lot of thought went into the design of the cover, but I'm willing to give it another chance. And what the hell? What the hell, The Hive from Image. You got it's a extra $3.99, just burn a hole in your pocket. Go ahead and pick it up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Maybe you will. Don't sue me. All right. Last book from last week is Bug Wars. Those Bug Wars. This is from Jason Aaron, Mahmoud Assar, and Matthew Wilson, and Becca Carey, who's a designer, and I think she's a letterer too, right? Yeah, she's a letterer and a designer. She probably designed, I'm sure she designed the Bug Wars logo at the top there. All right. Jason Aaron, you've heard about him. He's done a lot of superhero books and all this jazz. One of my favorite things he's did, I think, was Avengers Forever. I think that was a Jason Aaron joint, if I'm not mistaken. Bug Wars is kind of a personal thing for Aaron. He talks about it more in the back of the book, and it's epically drawn. I mean, it's got some great art, and it starts off like it just hits the ground running with all this action and it's like a full-blown battle between the ants and the beetle riders and the mites who are flying around and all this jazz, and the mites work with the ants, which is kind of like the real thing that happens in the garden. We have a garden out front, and the mites do work with the ants. The ants will protect those mites. We bought ladybugs to protect the food, and long story, but they all battle. So there's a battle going on in the garden all the time that nobody ever sees. And as this battle goes on, it's all ruined by just some kid with a with a lawnmower. And that kid with a lawnmower is one of 2 children who has a mother who is a widow, and they had just moved to this home in Alabama that was owned by the father, who was a deceased. And there's a lot of stuff they don't know about the father, uh, other than the fact that the son who was operating the lawnmower and who detests insects of all sort because he found his father and there was insects involved with the body, and I'll let you discover that in the book when you read it. And the other son, who ironically loves insects, he actually has an insect collection and brought it with him down here to Alabama. And of course, they clash over that. As you can imagine, at some point, the mom is just like trying to keep it together. Um, it was just a whole thing going on with that. So, and eventually, you can see there's going to be a confrontation between the two boys. One hates bugs, one loves bugs. Mom leaves. There's this confrontation, and some things happen with the bugs without giving too much of it away. And the kid who loves bugs gets involved with the bug war going on out in the yard. So there's kind of a leap of faith involved there, but I'm willing to go with it because I like where it's going. And Aaron talks about it in the back, where he says he grew up in Alabama, in a place very much like the yard that he describes in the story, and much of his good memories of his childhood is him playing in the garden with the bugs, with his action figures, and coming up with these ideas of this imaginary war that's going on. He speaks about it in such a glowing term. It's very cool. And I think it has possibilities. In fact, he called it. He compared it as maybe a combination of say if the Chronicles of Narnia had been written by Garth Ennis, or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids meets Game of Thrones. So you combine those franchises together, and you get Bug Wars. So yeah, I'm here for it. It's a nicely produced first issue, great art, decent story. There was a little bit of a stretch, far as I'm concerned, as far as how the things get activated at the end, but it's not out of the ordinary. But yeah, if you like Jason Aaron, you probably should pick it up. And if you like all those combination of franchises that I mentioned, then you should probably give it a try too. So Bug Wars #1 came out last week, probably out there, and you can find it pretty easily. And it's a pretty good book. And that is what's good for this week.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Bug Wars. I bought a couple of extra copies of the #1. I feel like it just has that cutesy optionable look to it. So
yeah,
I took a little flyer on that one.
Yeah. I think it has lots of possibilities, because the way it ended, there's a lot of shit that can come off of that. It's many the ongoing series, or several mini series. Yeah, the bullet casing, I get that, but it's just like I did the irony of the I should say the double entendre of the bullets and the bees and all that. But they really play out the whole Hive thing as like, she's the queen, and nobody fucks with the queen and all this jazz. Lots of gore for shizzle. Southern Bass. I never read that one. Huh. Orange Force likes it too. I didn't like the variants that much, Sorge. The Momoko one was good, but that's a 1 in 100, and that's a little too rich for my blood. But yeah, it wasn't a total insect theme. Man, I didn't even catch that. Wow, how slow am I? I have had Bug Wars. Yeah, there's one more to make it complete. I don't know. Give me something. I don't know. I got nothing. All right, so that's all. That's it. Oh, did I not get the? I am so behind. I didn't queue up the preview for next week. You think? I don't know. I guess I'm a little bit behind.
First time streamer. I get it.
Well, a lot of shit going on. I have to operate this thing left-handed because just because. But I'll tell you though, what is this thing here? Oh, there we go. In the meantime, let's have a little bit of a your favorite song.
I haven't heard this one in a while.
There's a reason. You hate it so much.
I do hate it. It's wonderfully terrible.
Wonderfully terrible. Kind of the way they described Keith Richards is elegantly wasted. All right, let me see here. But wait a minute now. Solo's coming up. Don't sell the solo short.
This is so bad.
Wait for it.
What was that face you just made? What was that face, dude? I gotta clip that face you made.
I'm sure you will.
All right. I heard Southern Bastards is good.
Yeah,
check that out.
Might be one of the first big books, maybe before you got the Marvel and DC stuff. Maybe not. That's the virgin one. Yeah. I want the virgin though, George. You know, I like the other ones too, but no. Maybe I'll pick up the probably easier to pick up the trade on that, but I will definitely check it out. Thanks for the recommendation, Ross. Yeah. You're welcome for that musical interlude, folks. All right, so what are we looking at for next week? You might ask. Hashtag help. Stop it. All right, so what is coming up next week? That would be the week of the 26th. You got the Ultimate Spider-Man, number 14. I have not read number 12 or 13 yet. Just discovered I already have 13 and thought I've been shorted, but thank you, Frank, for straightening me out about that one.
Looks like our ASM run is ending at 70.
Who?
I think this ASM volume is ending at 70.
Okay, that makes sense because they're going to reboot it. Let's take a look.
They're going to reboot it again.
Because Spider-Man, we know that number ones always sell, and we're greedy corporatists here. So what else you expect us to do?
Marvel is the worst about it. I feel like they're worse about it.
They are the worst. DC will reboot, but Marvel doesn't give a damn about damn your continuity. I'm just going to reboot. This is kind of a nice cover, actually.
It feels like an early reboot because the Nick Spencer volume, it got all the way to what, 98 or 90 something.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of crazy they're shutting it down so early.
Only 2 covers. Oh, they're just looking for the bump. Looking for the damn bump. Now that Spider-Man is dead again, so why should we bother buying the book? Oh, because we're going to reboot in 2 issues, and we need you to wrap it up with these last 2 of this other thing that we got here.
Sell you 50 covers for the number 1. Yeah.
They don't have people are just going off in the chat about how much they hate it, but I must keep buying.
There's certain things about comic book collectors that I just wish we could be a little smarter, a little less, make it a little harder to exploit us. I feel like comic book collectors are so sheepish that we're very exploitable.
And they just like troll us to our faces about a lot of shit too, like the whole invisible lab thing,
Bad idea. Yeah, we were thinking the same thing. Yeah. Bad idea trolled us for our sheepishness, and it really felt like they were making fun of us while making money off of us.
100%. But do they really want to sell comic books? I mean, they keep making them harder and harder to get their books. Like, gotta like wake up in the morning and ring a bell and call a number and be the first in line and tell the artist that, you know, at the show, like, you have anything for me? And maybe he'll hand you a book. You know, like, why don't you just put the goddamn thing in the FOC and we'll fucking order it and then we'll buy your goddamn book. How about that? Could you just do that, please? Rather than trying to be so fucking cute about it and show off all your B school knowledge that you have here. But perhaps I've overreacted a little. All right, so but you know, for real. All right, what else we got here? I dropped Superman, but you know, only because, you know, I'm not going to be reading anything but Ultimate and Absolutes from now on, mainstream. Except maybe New Gods. I will make an exception in New Gods. I'll play that by ear. That looks pretty good. It came out this week, in fact. What else are we looking at? More Ultimates. The Ultimate Warrior. I remember him. He was big shit for a while. I think he died.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny how much bigger yours is. You have 4 books across.
Yeah.
I have 8 books across on my screen.
You got a big screen. You probably got one of those panoramic screens, don't you? I know you do. You're such a tech head.
Yeah, I have to push it to 175% to get it that big.
Wow. Yeah, I like to, you know, this way the folks at home can see them too. You know, you're right about that, Ross. It is fire. A book that surprised me. You know, I was expecting nothing from this. Whatever. New Gods, new schmods. But it is a very good book written by Ron B. That shouldn't surprise me. Department of Truth. That's are you pulling that still? Or did you drop it?
Yeah, I'm pulling it, but not reading it. But I'm still pulling it. I'm insanely behind. Like, I'm on issue like 15 or something. I'm way behind.
Oh yeah, they're in the 20s, the deep 20s now, right? So yeah, you're a wee bit behind. You're farther behind than I was on Nocterra before I had to drop it. Like, sorry, I got to drop it.
Bring back Nocterra. I miss Nocterra.
I know you love Nocterra. There's a James T still writing this too. Okay, look at this. This is a cool cover. This is the Nimit Malavia, 1 in 10. See, I've picked up a Department of Truth cover here and there, but I haven't been reading it because, you know, such a cover whore. But this is going to be licensed someday too. It probably already has been, but it's going to be a series or something. It'd make a great series. James T is going to have so many properties, you won't be able to count his money.
He has talked about it on his Substack and on his, you know, private messenger, his messaging platforms, that a lot of big things planned for Tiny Onion in 2025.
Can't wait. Can't hardly wait. Good stuff, man.
Yes, very, Phil. It's very infrequent, very irregular.
Oh, the Department of Truth?
Yeah, it doesn't come out regularly.
Yeah, I like that though. I mean, a lot of people don't, but surprising me because I'm so far behind on stuff like, hey, yeah, I haven't read it, so good thing. I like stuff not being out on a regular basis. This is the Comic Corner Dale Altman Chamber of Chills black and white homage cover. The lady with the X's on her eyes is always good for a good cover. And they told me
issue 27 came out in November of last year. And we're just now getting 28 next week.
Sounds about right. That tracks. So this is going to be an exclusive here. If it wasn't exclusive, I would totally get this. See, there I go again. Not even reading the damn book, just picking up the covers. What's wrong with me?
Yeah, remember there used to be like 15, 20 covers for Department of Truth. Now we only got 6.
Yeah,
that book seems to have fallen off. No buzz around that book at all anymore.
Not right now, but you know, that's the time to pick them up, man. Not when they're hot.
Yeah, you can get number 1s cheap right now.
Yep.
So yeah, if you're interested, now's the time to go.
Yes, I'm doing that. Like what's the furthest place and books like that. I am gobbling up the ones when I get them for good deals.
Buy the dips.
Dip, baby, dip. Are you reading West Coast Avengers?
I am buying it. I have not started reading it yet, though.
Not just yet, huh?
We're about 4 issues in, so I'll probably read it when I get this 4th issue.
Ooh.
I own every single West Coast Avenger book ever
in life, including this run.
Not every variant, but every issue.
Okay, but there's been a mini series. You got that. You got everything.
There's been Volume 1, which was 4 issues. Volume 2, which was 102 issues. Volume 3, which was like 8 or 9 issues, and this is Volume 4.
This guy knows it. He knows his volumes. It's a Ben Harvey cover. It's a pretty dope cover. Who are those characters, you know?
It's Firestar and the new character Blue Bolt.
Blue Bolt. Oh, yeah. Blue Bolt was on the cover, that variant cover of #1.
Yeah, the one per store. Yeah, first appearance in #1.
Is the only cover.
A little bit of buzz. My homie Beckerman hooked me up with that one, thankfully. So I actually own it.
Beckerman is all over the place. He knows everybody.
West Coast Avengers #1, one per store. First cover of Blue Bolt, first appearance of Blue Bolt.
Look at that. It's good to have friends, isn't it?
Beckerman is mean to me, but he's also really nice to me.
Well, you can take the meanness. You get exclusive like that. 30 degrees. Don't you? What? Alrighty then, Phil. That's awesome.
I believe it.
You better believe it. All right, so that's who's that? This is Now Fuji Torch. Am I reading that right? Am I imagining things? Arnan Rancharon. This is kind of cool. Like a War Machine versus Iron Man in one of his old suits. That's not a, maybe it's, yeah. Because they both got the silver rather than the gold.
I picked up this cover from Tifo. I like this one.
Yeah, it is a nice one. And this is probably the nicest one. I like it. The A cover is nice too, though. Mark Brooks animated style. I'm not big on the animated style, though. I mean, I like animation and all, but I just don't like it maybe on my comic book covers. Is that bad? Is that wrong? I don't think it's wrong. All right. No, I see a lot of, I don't know. Is anyone reading the Black Canary Best of the Best series? You know anything about that? You heard about that thing?
No.
No. It's a big no. What was it about? It's her between Black Canary and Lady Shiva. I mean, they could stretch it out into like a mini series or something. I don't know. I'm not that big of a Lady Shiva or a Black Canary fan. Zatanna, you're talking different. Maybe Zatanna. All right, Red Hulk #1. I'll bite just for the world under doom. One world under doom, which is the way it should be. Is the way it is right now, actually. All right, here's a tab instead. Actually, I would prefer Doom. All right, Red Hulk rages into one world under doom. Thunderbolt Ross. Oh, okay. Now I wonder if this new Cap movie Craters. I was thinking about getting that first Red Hulk cover, thing. I'm gonna wait until the buzz of this movie passes. I don't want to pay any. I want to just totally.
Yeah, I think that book is 1,000% gonna crater.
Yeah, I'm gonna be all over it. One nation under a groove, getting down just for the funk of it. Man, John Stout is funky. All right. Any good covers on this? Oh my God, look at this. Joshua Cassara. Wow, this is a nice amalgam here. I love the reflection covers. Am I alone in that? Previews variant. So is this going to be? Is this an open order book? It's like an exclusive. It's worthy of an exclusive if it's not. I would totally get this.
That's a nice cover, yeah.
It is. I love those reflection covers, like that Wolverine, Ultimate Wolverine reflection cover with Ultimate Colossus, the 1 in 100. So out of my reach.
That's a nice cover, though.
Love it. It's J.R. Jr., I want to say. Yeah, J.R. Jr. Not bad.
Really? Is it really?
It's not
No,
bad.
it's Joshua Cassera.
Is it? No, this is J.R. Jr. right here.
Oh, I'm talking about the other one. Yeah.
Oh, the other one, definitely Joshua Cassera. Yeah, that's definitely him. Yeah, this is the one we love right here. Yeah, this is the cover. This is the cover to get right here. Yeah, I mean, this is the one. Red Hulk. You know, I'm not. The only reason I would buy this book is for that cover. So I'm not buying any Red Hulk miniseries. Forget about it. It ain't gonna happen.
Wow, that 1 in 100 is wild.
Which one is that? Down below. Oh, the 1 in 125. Oh, this is the FM.
1 in 100 for that, bro? Are you serious?
That's the gravitas that Frank Miller carries, my friend.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, why would they make that the incentive? Are you serious?
You just can't tell one of the greatest comic book legends of all time. Wherever you're gonna put your shit in one of the open over covers and put some stuff on it, they just banking on his reputation, I guess. I don't know. I got nothing.
I can't imagine spending $100 on that. That's crazy.
Yeah. Ross, I am not pulling that, but it sounds like you like it. I mean, a lot of people like this. You're pulling this, aren't you, Marcus? Or this
No, I want to though. I love that Esad Ribic art. So I missed out on that one, but I know a number of people who love that one, including Perry Comics. So that's one that if I find single issues, I will definitely buy them. But otherwise, I'm gonna grab the trade for that one.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I've already missed the boat for the paying the premium for the #1. So I really just get a trade and read the book. I'm just going to be killing all the Marvel characters with aliens, which I'm here for it. But yeah, I like to read it all in one sitting. That'd be kind of cool. Huh,
I'm on my 4th old fashioned. I like the cover. I think that's how many it takes, right? 80s guy takes about 4.
Minimum 4. Oh, yeah. This guy drinking the drink of Don Draper, the old fashioned.
That's my new drink too. I love an old fashioned.
Old fashioned making a comeback, I guess. Huh?
So tasty.
Yeah. Yeah. This Red Hulk by FM is kind of wild work there going on, but God bless. He's a legend, not just in his own mind, but actually a comic book legend. Ryan Meanderling. I want to just make it. My dyslexia wants to make it Meanderling, but I'm sure it's not.
Minerding.
Minerding. There you go. Yeah, Ryan Minerding. A lot closer than my interpretation. Very photorealistic. Not photorealistic, but kind of like one of those model programs, like Bjorn Barons uses, kind of like that. He knows how the Hulk always busts out of his clothing, but his pants always stay on. What's up with that?
So we can't see no Hulk dong flapping around. Yeah. Jenny, I have not seen that comic, that photo booth, but that sounds interesting. Marvel booth.
What's this, Jenny? Hey, Jenny. I've seen a Marvel photo booth. Huh. Really? Well, this is a good gimmick. If you see one, that's what it is. Yeah. Yeah. The photo booths that we used to go to and put like a quarter in, now they've monetized them to, charge $10. God bless capitalism.
Small wiener.
What? Oh,
yeah. Ross, tequila is my kryptonite.
Tequila is probably my favorite drink. Yeah,
I'll take a sip of tequila and I'll be hammered, dude. Tequila it tears me up, man.
Mezcal, not as much. Mezcal got that smoky taste, and to me, it tastes a little medicine-y. But it's still it's probably my second favorite thing behind tequila, I would say. Yeah. I know. I think it was you that's telling me to drink this fancy tequila. Like even the Rock has a tequila now. Everybody has a goddamn tequila. Everybody has them. But and I've found my brand, man, with this Cazadores, which is just smooth enough without being too cheap and not too expensive to break the bank. So and maybe fucking mezcal. Here we go. Now you're talking about some shit. Yes, 80s guy. G4 tequila. Wow, G4. Oh, okay. Yes, let us know how it turns out, please. Stay away from the celebrity. That's what I was thinking. It's kind of like the celebrity cannabis. Like Tommy Chong has a strain of cannabis too. Before I knew any better, I was buying his cannabis. Like,
I would buy Tommy Chong. I trust that man. I'd buy.
I know, but he just he just puts his name to it. Kind of like Trump steaks or some shit like that. He put his name on it. I love Tommy Chong, but don't get me wrong. Let's see, Don Fulano, Lalo, G4. Oh, these are all good brands here. Okay, duly noted. All right, G4. Oh, so Patron, not necessarily a good brand. Is it overrated? Because that's my idea. Patron is like if I spend a lot of money, that's what I'm spending it on. Probably something like that, and that's too much for me. What comic hero? Oh, Virginia, what comic hero did she choose? I don't think she did it. I think maybe she just saw it and thought about doing it.
Scarlet Witch.
Oh, that'd be cool. All right. Enough of this Red Hulk nonsense. Hell Hunters. I don't know how that's going. Scorch, man, you gotta love these Spawn universe. They are just moving along. Scorch already at number 38. Rat City, for God's sakes, is in the 20s now, I want to say. Is about to hit the 20s. Been around for a long time. They are not looking back. You are into that kind of thing, it is happening. I haven't read the first issue of the TVA that I bought yet, so I don't know if there's anything about that. Space Ghost at number 10. I can't wait to catch up on it. I heard it's very good. Ton of covers, too. A quick look at the Space Ghost covers. I hope. Dynamite, don't let me down. Oh, of course they won't. There's Jay Lee. Whoop. Always good for a good cover is Mr. Jay Lee. And Anthony Marquez. Oh, that's kind of true to the original series. I like that. And so many of these are open order too.
Already on issue 10. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad it's moving along and it's not getting canceled. That is great. Batman in outer space is pretty much what it is. A lot of them are just like either colored or black and white versions of the same ones. This is Bjorn. I still can't say his name. Bjorn Barron's 1 in 10. And since there's so many of them, you can have these 1 in 10s for like less than what you would normally pay for a 1 in 10, or even a 1 in 20 for less than what you would normally pay. So if you're just a cover lover like I am, and here's a Francesco Mattina 1 in 50.
The average Dynamite book buyer, I feel like they have to buy an average of 4 copies of every issue. There's just so many variants. It's crazy.
Yeah. A lot of them look good too, man. Like that's what this is coming up pretty soon. There's a Vampirella book. Is it in this preview? Maybe in the next preview. That I'm not buying any Vampirella books, but there's a very cool Jenny Frison Vampirella variant that I might check out. Oh my God, these Hello Darkness covers have been off the chain. They've been, and I think the stories have been pretty good too. I've read a couple of them.
Yeah, I got that titty variant from Jenny Frison on the last one.
the devil titty variant. Yes. Who is this one? This R.L. Stein's writing this one. This is Francavilla. No, this is Miguel Mercado's cover. The crazy doctor, the crazy dentist. Look, it's just even worse for. Yeah, there you go. That's gonna haunt my dreams there because I go to the dentist way too much. Dan Moore. Dan Moore is all over the place. It's a 1 in 20. Got so much work out there. I think he's still doing stuff for World's Finest too, and maybe Superman. I don't know. Definitely World's Finest. Oh, not that many this time. Yeah, they usually have a lot of good covers for that, and this is the one with the Jenny, the not safe for work Jenny that we had last time. Wait a minute now. Back up, back up, back up. Where? Oh, here we go. Hello, darkness, my old friend. To see you once again. The Seasons number 2. You didn't pick up the Seasons, did you? That was one of our penultimate books.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, I love Rick Remender, so I'm definitely in on his stuff.
Okay. Have a chance to read it yet?
I have not. No, I like to stack, so no, I bought it, but I have not read it.
Me too. We both like to stack. Just kill them. Kill them that way. There's a beautiful cover here. Cover says Matt Lopes. Only 2 covers because that's all you need. Actually, only need 1, but 2 is nice. This is the one. Oh, only 1, and the B is a 1 in 25. Wow, Ramon Perez. Don't even mess around. Yeah, this has got a lot of potential too. Not sure how many issues is going to go. Maybe an ongoing, but I feel like it's going to be a limited series. Totally here for it. Savage Sword of Conan. I know Damien was reading that. There's really good artwork in there. It's been some good stuff. FML. FML was a book that inspired a comic book crawl for my Portland buddies, Jack and Damien. They went on a similar crawl that the characters in the book went on. I've got to catch up with number 2. I missed number 2 of this, like number 3 of Space Ghost. So I got 1 down. So I got to find the number 2 of FML. Somehow I missed that one. And then we'll be right with the world. Hey, Knights number 13. It's an ongoing series. Looks like Knights number 1, or I should say the series Knights has been optioned. You heard that, right?
I did see that on the app.
Yeah. In fact, I was checking eBay prices, and number 1 of Knights is going for like $25 in some places.
Do not buy that for $20.
Do not. I don't even want to sell it for $20. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, you can get it once the option news dies down, and we wait 6 years for anything to happen. This book's gonna come back down.
Oh. Let's see.
There's a lot of option books like that where like they got optioned years ago, and and I recommend picking them up now. Like Chariot from AWA Studios, that got optioned. Great book. It was a $25, $30 number 1. Now you can get it for $5 or less easy.
I'm looking for it.
Easy.
I am looking for it. Yeah. I'm looking for that Chariot number 1. That was one I was hearing about on our pal Cool Stuff Collectibles. Our friend our friend Rob, I should say. That's the man's name.
Oh man, I haven't seen Rob in forever.
I think
is he still making videos?
Yeah, but what happens is after a while, a lot of times people who you don't see their videos anymore, our friend Al, the algorithm, has taken them out of our feeds and decided, what?
I'm gonna have to go check him out. I have not seen him in my feed in forever.
You want to see that? You want to see this? Thank you. Thank you, algorithm. The all-knowing algorithm. Arcbound is good too. It's the first issue of that. That's something that people might be overlooking. I haven't read since the first issue, so we'd be missing out. Captain America and Volstagg. I probably won't be getting that one either. Dust to Dust. Oh my God. Real quick. We talked about this before. I've talked about this several times, right? Dust to Dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Reviewed number 1.
Mm-hmm. And looks like number 3 is coming out here, and each cover is more intense than the next. And just so happens, I wish I had seen this weeks ago, like before the book came out. It would have been a penultimate book if I had seen this. But I found a trailer for Dust to Dust. I want to play that real quick. I want to see that.
That was polished.
That was, wasn't it? I don't know what app they used to animate that still art. I think that's what they did too. Well, I would like to get that app because I think they animated the still art. Man, yeah, this trailer really does the book justice. Y'all not reading this, you should definitely check it out. Hey, what's up, Callie? Y'all should definitely check this out. This is a really, really good book. Really good book. So number 3 of this is coming out next week. I don't want to give too many spoilers here, but yeah, it's written by and drawn by J.G. Jones, and Phil Bram also is a co-writer. But J.G. Jones does all this amazing like sepia tone artwork, rattlesnakes and centipedes and the Dust Bowl in the 1940s. Man, and this is Paul Renault. This is the 1 in 15 limited thing there. Yeah, I think I know what's going on here. I don't want to spoil if anybody hasn't read it yet, but yeah, this is a really, really good book. This is going to be on next year's best of 2025. Definitely.
Calling it early, huh?
Calling it early. It's already going to be in there. Going to be in the top 10 for sure. Unless 9 other books just knock it out of there. All right, coming on down the list. Daredevil. This is one I really want to get because I don't know if I'll ever be able to afford this book. This facsimile. I wish they would do the way DC does their facsimiles and do them on newsprint. You have a copy of this book, don't you? I mean, you're a big baller.
Yeah,
probably grade
if I did.
Grade the 6.5.
I might pick up the facsimile just to have it.
I will. I think that's one that I think a lot of people would pick up. Oh, here we go. Coming on down the list here. This is the Vampirella book of which I was speaking. Talked it right up. It is a Jenny Frison cover. And I'll probably end up getting this one, which is just the A. But there, as you might guess, are several others from Dynamite, which is always Christopher Priest, the former Jim Owsley, Christopher Priest, yes, the player to be named later. This is the one. I want to say this. This may be an open. I was trying to find it. I couldn't find it on my comic shop, but maybe it is available now, or maybe it's available somewhere else. I couldn't find it other places either. I thought it was an exclusive. So maybe it's not. Maybe they just didn't have it. Sometimes my comic shop doesn't have everything. Shocker. But there's a ton of covers here, and I think that's the best one. That's definitely the best one. 1 in 20. They'll even attribute the artist. Damn the artist. Forget who it is. It's 2025. This is just pure cheesecake, which is what Vampirella pretty much is, for the most part.
Elias. I have the author, or the artist is Elias.
There we go. They gave it on this one. Elias Chatzoutis, let's say. This is the trade dress one. Okay. If you're reading Vampirella, you're probably looking for cheesecake. And what the hell is cheesecake? This is just like good girl art, sort of, kind of, only G-rated, more or less. PG-rated. This one here is the 1 in 30 Parillo. Parillo? Say Parillo. The blood just happens to come down and cover the vital areas. And what on God's earth is that? Oh my God, it's just like, I couldn't tell what was happening there first. I was like, how is her neck contorted like that? It's like, oh, it's this thing on her. Okay, that's crazy. It's pretty crazy. I think it's crazy.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Don't like it. Yeah. Creepy weepy. All right, yeah, can't argue with you there. All right. Looks like the Herculoids is going to be coming out next week, hopefully, maybe, perhaps. I know sometimes it doesn't happen with indie books, so that's the way it is. Godzilla versus America. First stop, Chicago. Are you a Godzilla fan?
Nah, not really. Godzilla -1, pretty good though.
I've heard that about it. I mean, I will look for that. I will not go see it in the theater because it's already out, but I'll probably watch it on TV if I can find it on one of my carriers that I pay for already. So it's coming to America, and the first stop, Chicago. All out Chicago. Okay. All right. So I guess he gets to destroy a lot of, L tracks and the Picasso statue and all the other jazz, huh? All right. Mike Costa, there's a bunch of different writers. I guess they get to take and Caroline Cash. What? Caroline Cash, indie comic creator, is a PP Poo Poo creator. He's in there too. And Ryan Brown with an E. Okay. And they have the same one in, this is a different one. Oh, different one. Same one in black and white. Yeah, you see the John Hancock building in there. Marina City and the Wrigley building. They are not located just like that, though, just for your information. They are not all located that close together. But let's say they are for the sake of this comic book. And Chris Burnham, I guess that's why Cash is in there. Cash is a Chicago native. I think that they're living in Philly right now, though. Who the hell is this? This is Chris Burnham. I said 1 in 50. Chris Burnham. I've never seen a brown L train, so I don't know where they get that from, man. Get your colors right. L trains are green, the old ones like that. Get it twisted. Gotta be Chicago accurate. You're gonna go there, you gotta be accurate. All right, moving on down the list. Warm Fusion #2. The first one, it's been a while since that came out too. That's the distillery thing about the able to make there's some crooked company that's, can you imagine that, that's making these flesh and blood, like appendages for people who have had amputations, prostheses and stuff, and it's some weird shit behind that. And the first issue was pretty good, so I'll probably pick up the second one because I like the first one. That's a good reason. All right, Kill Train surprised me last week. I was not expecting it, and it much like The Hive, it earned a second issue. Jump Scare. This is something from Dark Horse that I was kind of interested in. Jump scare, number 1. From the co-creator of The Sixth Gun and Harrow County comes a new action horror superhero event that ties into the hit Beyond Mortal series. Oh, I must have missed that. In a world rife with crime, horror, and bloodshed, Jump Scare is the hero we deserve. You got that right. Strong, fast, violent, and able to conjure any weapon from any horror movie she's seen, and she's seen a lot of horror movies. Jump Scare hacks her way through ne'er-do-wells and monsters alike. Not only is she the bloodiest hero of the Empire City, she is the most popular. No wonder her enemies want her dead. It's hater fashion sense, that's all. Jealous bastards. One cover, because my boy Bueller would say that's all you need. All right. Cullen Bunn, that's our guy. Cullen Bunn, Danny Luckert, Jim Campbell. Jump Scare could be a game time decision. You gonna give Cullen another chance, or are you done with him?
Probably not. Probably not.
Probably not giving him a chance. Fuck Cullen. Get him out of there. All right.
I like Basilisk. We'll always have Basilisk.
We'll always have Basilisk. We'll always have Paris. All right. God, how many times are you going to show me this Daredevil book here, man? Good night. Good Lord. Murder Kingdom, Section 31, Calavera. Oh, all right. Look what time it's. Hey, did I close the damn tab again? I think I closed the tab again. Curses. Let's see. Share this tab here. All right. So it looks like we've got to that magic time when we are going to see the penultimate book. So let's get that right out of the way here so we can call it a night. It's a night. And now it is time for the penultimate book. And this week, that book is called Pop Kill. You may have heard of Pop Kill before. There's been another, I think at least a one-shot called Pop Kill. And that was a few years ago. Somehow I missed it. You caught it. You definitely caught it. And that one, I think, was just the beginning of this series. So rather than me talk more about it, there is a Pop Kill trailer. Praise be. There's a trailer. Somebody made a trailer this time. So I'm going to show you the trailer here, and here it go. Well, that was a poppy little tune, huh? It's talking about there's so many double entendres here, like soda pop, pop music, this is, I tell you. And this was, I believe, a Kickstarter years ago. And I think I think it was self-published, so it definitely was a Kickstarter, and I think it was a one-shot. But this is, I think, builds on the story into a miniseries. Imagine a world where the two dominant and competing cola companies, each worth billions, are owned by former Siamese twins who are now separated and have grown to hate each other so much they hire assassins, saboteurs, and espionage personnel to meddle with each other on a daily basis. This is a story about brotherly love run afoul and the people they enlist to do their dirty work. Man, I am so interested in this. I mean, if they do this right, it could be so good. It could go a lot of ways, but it could be really good too. I'm thinking this. There's so much like material here to deal with. First of all, what's up with soda pop companies, man? With Pepsi Cola and Coke. I mean, how are we like pledging allegiance to companies that make flavored water? Like, my flavored water is better than your flavored water. And it's like, it's so crazy how that they're multi-billion-dollar corporation, probably trillion-dollar corporation at this point, worldwide. Am I the only one that's like, it's like totally like, lost as to why this is a thing?
No.
Do you drink a lot of soda?
I try not to.
He's literally
trying not to
right now. Yeah, Pop Rocks and all that stuff. Remember that stuff? Jenny? Yeah. Pop, you put it in your mouth and hit to the young. Join the Pepsi generation. Like, it's a youth thing now. Ooh, young people drink Pepsi. Old people drink Coke. Like, I'm a Coke. I mean, it's like, the Jets and the Sharks or some shit. Like, people really get into that whole competitive nature, whereas this stuff is really, really bad for you. You never drink another soda the rest of your life. You only be better off for it. I mean, I'm not trying to be Mr. Buzzkill or anything, but it's just one of those things. Just saying. But anyway, I love this concept. I love this cover too. This is because in the first series, in the first one shot, whatever it was, Adam Hughes had like this not safe for work cover. That had a topless woman, doing a pose on it. And that cover, I think, is still hot. And here's some of the ones they got. Like Brian Steelfreeze has one here that's an explicit variant. And
I'm surprised this book is not sold out on T-Fall. And I'm like, should I buy one of these? Should I get the titty cover?
I would. It's a little bit. You can get it now. Maybe now is T-Fall. Once you get closer, it gets to the release date, the discount is much less, so you're paying much close to a cover price. But I think it's worth buying. It was a nice cover. Brian Steelfreeze.
All right, I bought it. It's your fault.
There you go, Jenny. More whiskey, less soda. The whiskey is better for you than the soda. Actually, ironically, not even joking, it is better for you. Yeah, so I think I ordered one of these for sure. So this is a $10. This is they make you pay more for the titty book, but I got it for 35% off, so it'd be like about $6 something that I paid for it. So I got that one.
I just bought 2 of them for $8.99 each.
You big baller, you're something else. That is a brand.
I shouldn't have done it, but I did it.
You did it. You'll thank me later. You're welcome. This is
I like titties.
Titties.
She can have it if she wants it.
There you go. Pop Kill #1, and this one is the who is this? This is Dan Panosian. Dan Panosian. I love Dan Panosian's covers. He also writes, but man, he does covers like nobody else. This is his. I'm pretty sure I got that one, the booby cover, and maybe the A cover. I did not get this one, which is the one in. I couldn't have got that one because I'm not going to pre-order that. Why am I not? Why is it not coming up? Come on, pop up. Oh, I can't get it. Oh, there it is. Finally, it's messing with me here. This is who is this? Amanda Connor. Amanda Connor. The 1 in 10 cover here. It's not bad.
Benny, don't mention flavored whiskey around 80s, guy. You'll get them all worked up.
Get them all worked up. Nobody drinks flavor. And a real man do not drink freaking flavored whiskey. Crown Royal. Oh, you telling Jenny? Jenny doesn't know.
that Crown Royal Golden Apple, that stuff is delicious.
I bet it is. It's probably got more sugar than an apple pie. So I make it taste so good. Yeah, so that's it, folks. Pop kill. Second time around. Even more better. So yeah, this is your penultimate book for this week. All right. Coming on down the stretch here. Now the Crow, Flesh and Blood. I mean, the Crow is gonna be my last book I want to say, because that was what I was gonna, because nothing else is really the missionaries, second printing, and all that jazz. Because there's something about the Crow. This is coming from Sumerian books this time. This Crow's been around. That the first Crow is a major key. That first issue got several printings of it. It's hard to find it in high grade. Tom has talked about it endlessly. The big ballers, you find a high grade copy, you're going to pay through the nose for it. So, continuing Sumerian's Year of the Crow, Flesh and Blood is returning to print in comic book format for the first time since 1996. Against the rugged beauty of the Western Mountains, Iris Shaw, a federal conservation officer, is murdered when right-wing extremists blow up her office. But her death is only part of the tragedy. She was carrying an unborn child. Denied peace, Iris is resurrected by the Crow to seek brutal vengeance on the men who stole her life and future. Now driven by supernatural fury, she hunts them down one by one, delivering justice from beyond the grave. How the Crow rolls, baby. Justice from beyond the grave. Oh, interesting thing is that they say that the first time this is a reprint, I guess, from this return to print in comic book format for the first time since '96. So I guess the Crow, Flesh and Blood, this is not the first time it's seen daylight. Because Sumerian, they have been making a lot of books lately. This is one of my favorite publishers for a while. I think they're focusing now more on their music than they are on their comics. So maybe they're just printing this because if they found this book, they got the rights to it. I don't see James O'Barr's name anywhere here, even though he created the whole Crow franchise. You know what I'm saying? So it's like maybe they bought the rights from him or something. I don't know. Suspiria. My button's not working. I click on stuff, it doesn't happen. Oh, there we go. Just slow, that's all. Ingrid Gala, the B cover here. So I think maybe they bought the rights. I'm just spitballing here. And they're publishing this book that hasn't been in print for a while. Damian Connolly, my guy. Damian Connolly is a beautiful cover of the Crow. I thought every incarnation of the Crow is owned by him, but he's not mentioned in here whatsoever. I think some people down in this person, they say, why does the cover of Artless O'Barr, the writer of the very poorly reviewed The Crow Daytime, but the creators section doesn't include his name? Good question. Who knows? You have to ask Sumerian or James O'Barr himself. Braro, I want to say. Is this person here? This is the variant cover of that. So we're left with a bunch of questions. And I imagine no one gives a fuck because nobody's saying about Crow. About the Crow. There's only one Crow movie. I give you that. I mean, to me, the Crow, the first Crow movie was the best. And I really haven't even read any Crow books in a long time. But the character is actually a very interesting character. So I don't know what I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna pick this up or not. If I see it, maybe not. I don't know, but probably not. Odds are against it. Anyway, all right, that's all we got, folks. That's all we got. Everybody's going to bed. Marcus is tired.
Ross, night, buddy. Fatty Boom Batty.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Good, thanks for stopping in. You too, John Stout. Yeah, so that is it. That is all for this particular show that we are doing here. Thanks for everyone who stopped by. Those who are watching on the replay, God bless you for doing that. What you got going on, son? Next week?
Same thing as always. Monday nights with JP Budget Collecting for the Cash and Trash. Tuesday nights on my channel for FOC and Chill. And then right back here. Well, actually, this Friday.
That's right.
We'll be here this Friday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. And we'll be talking to the author of Bronze Faces. And then back to the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday schedule.
That's right. That's right. We'll be back here talking to Showbo, one of the creators of Bronze Faces. Man, that's going to be a good time at 9 a.m. my time, and I'll see if I can make it on time. Who am I kidding? Of course I'm going to be here. Of course I'm going to be here. I'll be remiss if I don't show up. So that's it. Thanks to everyone who stopped by. I appreciate you all. Love all you guys. Till next time, God willing, and the creek don't rise, we'll be back here again next Wednesday to talk about this same stuff, and hopefully I'll have some new comic books to talk about. So until then, peace and love. Peace and love. Be good, everybody.
We love you, Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Is a fire really necessary?
Ask them.